Okay then. Started recording and it's all good. Not even gonna keep with the not editing sort of thing. Give me a moment while I open this, but so I said I was done with the whole bullshit culture war nonsense. And I am. I'm done arguing with people. I'm done trying to convince others of my fucking of like that their views are fucked up. But I just felt like for the sake of context, I should have at least one video where I go over something that's going on, and just so you can see exactly how much the world has lost its fucking mind. How much everyone has just fucking gone insane. So, I pulled up a video by a good boy, Mr. Tim Pool. Mr. Tim Pooley. Doesn't actually have any. No, it does have any. What am I? I'm dumb. I'm sorry. Sorry, Tim. Anyway, and basically, the gist of the situation that you'll see. We're gonna go through it. We're gonna watch it, and I'm going to just so you can all see just how fucked up it is. Of course, I'm gonna be commenting on it because I don't feel you should just I don't feel like obviously I'm gonna link to the video, so if you want to watch the video itself, you can. But I'm gonna skip around, pause, that sort of thing, because that's fair use. Also, bird dog, apple. Delicious. It legit actually straight up tastes like apples. Not like fake green apple or any of that bullshit, but straight up amazing, delicious apples. Delicious. Anyway. So the background of this situation that he'll go over and I'll probably skip past. There's this big famous tennis player, right? She's going out for she's top of her game, really famous. Serena Williams. So and she's really fucking good. Really fucking good. But she's got a bit of a temper, as in she loses her shit in almost every match. From what I've seen. Or maybe I've only seen the matches where she loses her shit. She might be pretty calm most of the time. I don't know. But regardless, she was in, I think, a world tournament or something. So I don't know. I don't watch tennis because tennis is fucking boring. But she was in, a world-class tournament, at least. At least world-class. She was in another country or something. I think. I don't know. It doesn't matter where she was. But, basically, what happened was the umpire, that they're called, I found out. It's weird. I thought it's the dude that sits in the chair and calls the game. He saw her coach making little hand gestures. Basically, it's called coaching. He shows gestures, and the player can see, and then they go, oh, okay, that's a good idea. So, and that's not, that's straight up against the rules. You can't be telling you're not supposed to have contact with your coach. So he saw the coach doing the hand signals. The coach later admitted that, yes, he was doing signals. I mean, the coach said, I don't think Serena saw one of them. Bullshit. Bullshit. I'm guessing whoever the other person was, I forget who, it was Japan's first winner, I think. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure her coach was probably doing the same thing, but Serena's coach is the one that got cut. And, he admitted to it. He said, yeah, I'm doing it, but everybody does it. Male players do it. And so she started freaking, but Serena, when the guy called her on it and said, okay, it's a warning, then she got the warning, then I'm pretty sure she broke her racket. Like, she just straight up, like, and that's apparently against the rules. Like, I thought that was your own equipment, but apparently if you break your racket, that's another warning, so she lost a point because of it. And then she got all mad and, like, started yelling at the umpire. I don't know about you, but typically it's not a good idea to yell at the ref in most sports. But she called him a thief and a liar. She said, like, and she kept, like, I saw a bit of footage where she just keeps demanding an apology. Like, you're a thief. You need to apologize to me. You're a thief and a liar. Like, there wasn't any coaching. Like, what the fuck? Maybe they played a little shit after she got the warning. Then she started losing, so she broke the racket. That seems like the most... It honestly, that doesn't matter. It's a professional player on in a world level tournament freaking the fuck out in front of hundreds of thousands of people. I don't know how big, but then she started saying, then later on, she started saying, oh, it's racist, it's sexist. Why? I don't fucking... Because right now, everything is fucking sexist and everything is fucking racist. It all has to devolve into this fucking stupid argument over and over and over again. Oh, like, and there's evidence to it. But let's get into it. There we go. I'll let you say it, Tim. Culture war. A culture war. Fucking... That is what's got me at my end rope. Like, the culture war. Basically, it's people going... suddenly, everything is absolutely racist. White people are apparently the fucking devil. And also, people who are on the side of the white people are evil and everything is racist. Those people, they want segregation, by the way. Just throwing that out there. That they want... You know that thing that was deemed super racist and not right? Well, they want to bring that back. Because fuck all knows. Oh yeah, the umpires after... Because everybody, obviously, everyone on Twitter started virtue signaling. Virtue signaling is basically when you start saying, oh... This poor, unfortunate person, I'm so sorry for you. Oh, no. Please retweet this tweet. Please like and share this. Because it's just such a tragedy. Meanwhile, they're sitting there, oh, yeah. Oh, fucking yeah. Oh, give me those likes. Oh. Yeah, that's they're sitting there jerking themselves off for every little retweet and every like that they get just because they're fucking, oh, look at this tragedy. It's so horrible. Look at it. And retweet my tweet because I deserve the credit for bringing it to your attention. Eh? But yeah, that's what virtue signaling is. It's when they retweet something or they say something purely because it looks good. Because it's what you're supposed to do. Because it's right. You're fucking... I don't know. See, I'm already fucking up my words. Oh, fucking how powerful is this? Delicious. It's apple juice, kids. Anyway, so they all started rallying against the umpires. Go a little bit. He got an article. There we go. There's the article. So, basically, all this virtue signaling happened, and two of the big name tennis people, fucking, not people, but organizations jumped on it and started virtue signaling as well. They joined Serena's side and started being like, yeah, it's not right. That isn't right. Yeah, and started just condemning him. Carlos Ramos is the guy, by the way, and the umpire who wasn't gonna stand being yelled at after he made two legitimate calls, you know. But then he got basically tossed off the boat like left to the fucking Sharks, and he's like, and the umpires themselves are like, that's not fucking right. She just gets to call him racist and sexist, and suddenly his calls are worthless. No, he's the referee. It's his call. She broke the rules. He gets to fucking, yeah. But there we go. Oh my God.
Serena Williams during the U.S. Open final could boycott the Americans' matches. A report in the Times has suggested.
Oh, wasn't on. Anyway, so what happened so far is he's just read the article and said what happened. What happened was basically legit. It basically said the same thing that I did.
Ramos was branded a liar and a thief by the 23-time Grand Slam champion, who later claimed sexism was behind his decision to dock her a game during Saturday's defeat to Naomi Osaka.
That's the only fucking
the Women's
reason.
Tennis
If she
Association
was
and the
a
United
white
States
man,
Tennis Association
no
were
one
among
would
those
care.
to back Williams in the aftermath
No
of her
one would
outburst.
care.
However, a report in the Times alleges the lack of support for Ramos, coupled with Williams' claims, has riled umpires. An anonymous official told the Times that there was a growing consensus that umpires were not supported by the USTA on several occasions, and that Ramos was thrown to the wolves for simply doing his job and was not willing to be abused for it. Umpires are discussing whether they could take action to stand up for their profession. One suggestion being floated is to refuse any match assignments involving Williams until she apologizes for vilifying Ramos and calling him a liar and a thief. Amid the commotion, Osaka, already a setup before the first violation, held her nerve to become Japan's first winner at a major. The international tennis...
Okay, so there you go. Osaka. Her name was Osaka. There we go. So there you go. The umpires league, or the group of them, were like, so we're just gonna get thrown to the fucking Sharks, thrown to the wolves every time someone calls us sexist or racist. So we shouldn't ever. So you're saying we shouldn't ever referee a game between Serena Williams and anybody else, because if she calls us this, you're gonna throw us off the boat, right? Is that it? Is that it? We're gonna be hauled off to the camp if she says we're a communist. Is that what's gonna happen? And they're like, no, we're just not gonna do that. She fucking, and right here you can see Ramos penalized Williams for on-court coaching, first violation. Racket abuse, that's when she broke it, second violation, point penalty. And calling him a thief, third violation, game penalty. All of that, it wasn't even overturned by the tournament referee. Like, it was, so it was all legitimate. So she fucking, oh my God. Like, holy shit. This is just the dumbest shit ever. Ever. Like, this is what the culture war is. It's ascribing an average thing, the tags of racist and sexist, just so you don't have to hold responsibility. Like, just so this fucking angry bitch, like, that's what she's being right now. She's being an angry bitch. Just so she can fucking get away with yelling at the umpire and losing because she couldn't hold her temper. Like, that's just, and there was still game to play after that, so she still lost. And people are like, oh my God, she's emotional. Oh my God. Oh my God, she's a woman, therefore it's not her fault. Because women don't have any responsibility. Because black people don't have any responsibility. Because they can't control their actions. Because we need to hold their hands. Because anytime they're disenfranchised or they don't get what they want, it's racist and sexist. Because obviously the entire system is against them. You see why I'm tired? You see why? Let's see these tweets.
Tennis Federation offered instances where Serena Williams broke the rules and didn't get away with it. At one point, she berated a female judge and received a penalty. Another time, she bashed her racket and threw it and received a penalty. And I wonder why those moments weren't considered sexist.
Yeah, I fucking wonder what. You know why? Because it was a fucking woman handing it out. Because men can't do anything anymore. But you know what? They go after it. When you try to point this stuff out, when you try to say that, you know what happens? You know what happens? They do the, Ah, la 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 la. I can't hear you. You're a sexist. La 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 la. You're a racist. La 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 la. I can't hear you. They fucking do that shit. They don't listen. They don't even accept evidence. Evidence is like a lot of them say evidence, requiring evidence to prove a claim is part of white supremacy. That's how fucking insane people have gotten. How do you argue with that? When someone's so convinced of something that they are willing to ascribe facts to being racist. Facts. Like, the immutable facts. Like, actual facts. Evidence. Data. Stuff that isn't part of a personal opinion. Like, actual reality. When they are comparing reality to racism just because it exists, you can't argue with someone like that. I fucking tried. I thought, hey, you know what? Maybe I can talk to these people. Maybe I can change a few of their minds. But no, because they're all a bunch of fucking idiots. I'm done.
But now, because of this behavior, you have people within the culture war jumping to the defense of Serena Williams saying, this is sexism. But you have other people saying, look, you can't speed because everyone else is speeding and then get upset when you get pulled over for speeding. You broke the rule.
That is exactly it. That is exactly it. I got a speeding ticket a while ago. And you know what? When I got pulled over, when I was there was like a guy ahead of me that was clearly going faster than me. There was a guy behind me that was going just as fast as me. But when I got pulled over, you know what I didn't do? I didn't go, well, everybody else was doing it. What? Because I was fucking going over the speed limit. And I got tagged for it. Because you know what? You know fucking what? Because I was breaking the rules. When you break the rules and you get caught, you get fucking punished. That's it. It doesn't matter how many other people are doing it. There are murders every day over in, like, the big cities. Detroit, New York, whatever. There's murders going on every day. But that doesn't mean that I can go out and kill somebody and get away with it. Just because these other people got away with it doesn't mean that I can. Like, that's taking it to the most extreme example, but you get my fucking point. Like, she's not immune, but the culture war, the virtue signalers, the social justice warriors, they're gonna tell you that the only reason she was called on it, the only reason she was punished is because she's a woman and she's black. Because they have taken the agency. Like, if I were black, if I were a woman, I'd be mildly concerned about this because it's taking away all of your responsibility. You are this helpless being that has to be coddled and held up and just, you can't make your own decisions. You can't control yourself. It's okay. Go free. Go free. But it's so fucking stupid.
Rules, and whether or not the umpire decides to penalize you for them is entirely up to the umpire. You can't claim it was sexist. But following this...
Yeah. But this is where it... Okay, so... Then that happened. This guy created a cartoon with her in it. Now, look, you got the big lips, and that's about it. However, this is a cartoonist, and his caricatures always have accentuated features. So you could say that that's racist. You know what? Fine. Big lips on a black person. That's a stereotype. However, you usually get pretty big lips, pretty big features in general when you are drawing caricatures of people. And this guy draws caricatures of people. There's another one later on. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. See, the guy's got huge ears. And also, I love this. Where was this cartoon for all the men who have broken their rackets over the years? Well, Julie, here's a cartoon I drew a few days ago before when Australian male tennis player Kyrgios at the US Open was behaving badly. Don't bring gender into it when it's all about behavior. I'll accept your apology in writing. That is fucking brilliant. That is brilliant. Because she's like, oh, because she's fucking trying to fucking virtue signal, and that's what you can do. That's what you should do. Whenever someone tries to virtue signal and be like, well, this is only happening because she's a woman, the best thing you can do is go, actually, I did it for men before this. And then they're left going, fuck you, cause fuck you, I just, like, seriously, what the fuck? Like, and I guarantee you, he doesn't show what comes after this, but I guarantee you after that, it was just a bunch of people going, oh, well, that doesn't excuse the blatant racism. But as I said, look, huge ass ears, tiny head, it's a fucking cartoon. But because in the past, people have been like, oh, black people, big lips. And because that was a racist depiction at one point, you can't ever draw a cartoon even resembling that, even if you're doing a caricature, even if you're extending it, even if the point was to make her look like a giant baby. And babies, if you haven't noticed, when they're typically drawn in cartoons, they have accentuated mouths. Just pointing that out. But no, it's racist, it's sexist, the guy's clearly a Nazi, and he's dog whistling to all the fucking racists in the crowd. And it's... Fuck you, I'm eating cheese.
Was behaving badly. Don't bring gender into it when it's all about behavior. I'll accept your apology in writing. And we can see this comic, where he says, a tennis umpire gives a sulky Nick Kyrgios a pep talk during the US Open. What should have happened? The man being dragged away by the ear. Now I want to look at some of the criticisms for this comic as to why it's racist. But I think what's interesting here is that Mark Knight actually brought up an interesting point inadvertently. That in his previous comic, this man, Nick Kyrgios, was getting a pep talk when he should have been punished. And in the other comic, he's showing Serena Williams having a tantrum. But he's kind of making an interesting point that Kyrgios should have been punished and wasn't. So it's interesting then that people are coming after him simply because he's criticizing everybody.
Now, okay, so basically, oh, here's a perfect example. Let me get over here. Okay, so this is the key example of fucking virtue signaling. Like, Mark, it's just the like, it's what they do on the most part. They'll try to, like, put it at you like they're being super reasonable. Like, they're just trying to have a chat with you and trying to really get through to you. But in reality, it's just a veiled attempt to be like, no, you're fucking wrong. Now apologize, you fucking white male. Mark, do you make these same cartoons for every white male athlete who shows intensity during a heated contest? Or are you reserving it for a black woman... For a black women because of your own biases based on gender and race? Ask yourself in a quiet moment, then do better. Fuck you. Amy Siskind, fuck you. You are a cunt. Like, seriously, you know what that sounds like to me? Oh, I think if you really just took a moment, reflected on yourself, and looked deep inside your heart, you'd see that you have room for Jesus. And you know what? Fuck everyone who used that line on me when I was a kid. If you just think about it and take a second, I think you'll really understand. Just, Jesus loves you. God loves you. And because you're a cisgender white male, you're a piece of shit. Oh, wait, no, the Christians never said that because they weren't actual racists. This cunt is a fucking racist. And a sexist. But and then there's these fucking comments right here at the bottom. It doesn't help that he depicted, oh god, Williams' opponent inaccurately, by the way, in fucking parentheses, because wouldn't normally be part of the sentence, even though that's totally what I'm saying. As a white woman. He, like, the umpire was different is he was clearly just drawing a cartoon and background people. He wasn't drawing that match. Like, fuck you. And it's just...
Amy Siskin said, Mark, do you make these same cartoons for every white male athlete who shows intensity during a heated contest? Or are you reserving it for a black woman because of your biases based on gender and race? Ask yourself in a quiet moment, then do better. A breakdown from NBC New York newspaper's cartoon of Serena Williams as toddler having tantrums.
There you go, toddler having tantrum. You know what toddlers have? Big fucking mouths, you fucking cunts. Oh, but, you know, I bet if that was a white guy, no one would... Oh, actually, I know for a fact that if she was a white man, no one would have given a shit. If she was white, if she was a white woman, no one would have given a shit. But because she's a fucking black woman, oh my god, suddenly it's a big thing. Why? Because all these people who virtue signal, they're all actually racist. And they don't understand how racist they are. But you know what? That's about that. That's all I can take of this. Like, I love Tim Pool. He's so great. He's so good at being unbiased while still trying to be a really good person most of the time. But, like, you see how calm and measured... You see how, like, fair he's being here? Like, he's offering both sides. He's like, well, you know, there's two sides of this. And he often actually agrees with the social justice warriors a lot. Like, he will be very fair and try to be a good person. But you know what? You know what? If you ask the most, the majority of these virtue signaling, culture war, SJW cunts, he's a Nazi. Literally, they call him a Nazi. Like, actually, like, you are a Nazi. We don't have to listen to you because you're a fucking Nazi. You hate black people. You hate you hate women. And he's sitting there like, no, I don't. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Because because he's a fucking communist, and you know, we have to kill all the commies, right? We have to kill all the commies. Remember that? I don't know, because I wasn't alive then. But I remember reading about it. But fucking... I hate these people. I hate them. I hate them from the core of my being. Because they're just doing it so that they can look good. So that they can look nice. So that they are so great. It's the same shit as it's always been. They're the fucking Christians from when I was in high school. They say the same shit. It is colored a bit different. Yeah, it's colored a bit different. Why not? But it's the same lines and the same logic over and over. And you just can't convince them. Like, you just can't fucking convince them of anything. So what is in my video? Fuck you. I'm done. Bye.